Good day everyone, it's Kobby Discount here, and in today's lesson, we will learn how to create a 5 interlocking circles, just like the Olympic symbol. I will prefer a white canvas for this, and so I'll go for web documents. You can choose the settings for yours. Click on it. You create a layer. You rename the background layer. I call it BG for background. You select the second layer, and then right click on the shape tool, and then select the ellipse tool. Now let's draw our first shape. Now you make sure no color is selected for the fill, and then click on the stroke and select any color you want. I'll go for blue, and then I'll increase the stroke size to 30 in my case. Go back to your layers and then select the layer containing the shape you just created. Right click anywhere outside the name and select blending options. Alternatively, you can select that layer and then click on FX, the layer styles you see here, the effect you see here. Select blending options. And then you select gradient overlay. Click on this. I'll still go for blue. I'll use the same hex code, so let me copy it. Paste it here. We are done with the layer style, so you click OK. Right click on the layer containing the shape and select duplicate layer. You can give it a name if you want to, and then you click OK. Now right click on the one containing the copy one, and then click on rasterize layer style. Select image from the menu bar, adjustments, brightness or contrast, and then you select 50, or so let's make it 40, and then you click OK. Now hold down Ctrl on your keyboard and then select the original. Make sure both are selected, and then click on Ctrl or Command E to merge them. Now let's give it a name. I'll call it blue. You can call it whatever you want to. Now right click on the layer we just named blue, and then click on duplicate layer. In our case, I'll call it yellow, and then click OK. Right click on it, blending options, gradient overlay. You click over here, double click the color stop, the first color stop, yellow, so we are going to select yellow color. Let's say we are okay with this. Let me copy the hex code, click OK, double click the last color stop. I'll paste that hex code that I copied. I'll click OK. I'm done with the layer style, so you click OK and then OK. Right click on the new layer we just created, duplicate it. You can give it a name if you want to, OK. And then right click on the copy one, rasterize layer style. You go to image, adjustments, brightness, and then same 40. You click OK. Now once again select both, and then you can right click on it and select merge layers. Alternatively, the shortcut is by pressing Ctrl or Command E on your keyboard. And then you duplicate this newly created layer. But before then, let me change the name. Let me take off the copy from here and maintain it as yellow. Click on the yellow and then duplicate it. This time around, I'll call it black. And then you click OK. And then you right click on the layer we just created, the one we named black, blending options, gradient overlay. And then I said black, so I'll choose black color. Let me copy the hex code, click OK, paste, and then you click OK. We are done with that layer style also, so you click OK. And then you right click on the same layer, rasterize layer style, right click on it again, and then duplicate layer. Give it a name. You go to image, adjustment, brightness, again 50. OK. And then you select both layers, the copy and then the original of the black itself. Ctrl or Options E to merge them. And then you duplicate layer again. This time around we'll call it green. You click OK. You right click on it, blending options, gradient overlay, and then you want green. Let's say we are okay with this. Let me copy the hex code. OK. okay. Right click on it, rasterize layer style, right click on it again, duplicate layer, image brightness 50, select both, and then hold down Ctrl or Options E to merge them. Let's give it a name. Let's take off the copy. Let me do same for the black. Now right click on the green, duplicate layer, give it a name, red. You click OK. You right click on it again, blending options, gradient overlay. We selected red, so let's go for a red color. Let's say we are okay with this. Copy. OK. Select the second one. Paste the hex code. OK. And then OK. We are done with that layer style, so you click OK. Now right click on it, rasterize layer style, right click on it again, duplicate layer, and then you click OK. Now go to image, adjustment, brightness 50. You can set any number you want. You click OK. Now select both, Ctrl Options E to merge them. Let me take off the copy. Okay, so that is it. We are done. Okay, so these are the 5 colors that the Olympic symbol contains: blue, yellow, black, green, and red. I am pretty sure you have observed that the colors I chose doesn't actually represent the names here. But you don't worry, you can choose any color that you want. Now let's go on. Now select the very first color, select the move tool, and then start moving them. The next one, with the move tool selected, next one, in that order, and then the last one. This isn't actually red, but you don't worry, let's go on. Now you arrange them as it is in the Olympic symbol. Let me move this one here, select the blue, a bit down. Next is the yellow. Where are you? This doesn't actually look like yellow, but don't worry. Now let me move the supposed yellow a little bit up, and then select the black, you move it up, you select the green, you move it, and then the last one, the supposed red. Now let's work on the intersection aspect. Right click on any of them, select pixels, and then you select the eraser. The shortcut is E. You adjust the brush size. 30 is okay for me, and then you make sure the hardness is 100%. And then you begin erasing where you want the intersection to be in relation to the one you've selected. In our case, this is the supposed red, so this is where you want the intersection to be. Do it gently, and that is it. Now click on select and then deselect. Alternatively, you can press on Ctrl or Command D and then it will deselect. Let's move to the next one. The supposed green, right click, select pixel. With the eraser tool selected, you click on where you want the intersection to be. Let's say I'm okay with this. And then I want another one here on top of this. And okay, beneath this, I'm okay with this. Either you go to select, deselect, or Ctrl or Options D to deselect it. Select the next one, press click on it, select pixel. In fact, you do the same for all of them. We are now on the supposed yellow. So on top of this, let's say beneath this. Beneath this, on top of this, beneath this, and on top of this. You select. Do same for the last one. Okay, on top of this and then beneath this. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. I'm sure some of them you can see that I overstepped my boundaries, especially the supposed black. In this case, you can go to history and then you trace it. You get it. But then you at home, please take your time and then do this thing. For the want of time, we will continue. Now the next thing we'll do is we'll add a bit of a shadow to this. So what we do is you select any of them, you right click, select pixel, create a new layer, click on select from the menu bar, click on inverse, and then select your brush to adjust the size accordingly. You make sure the hardness is 0. You click on the color, the foreground color, and then you choose your color from here. Let's say we are okay with this, and then you click OK. Now select the yellow, and then apply your brush. So if this is where you want the shadow to be, and there you have it. Suppose shadow. So it's like the blue is lying on top of the yellow, and then that has created a shadow here. Control D to deselect. Now right click on the yellow, select pixels, select inverse, create a new layer, and then click on the black, and then you apply your shadow. Let's say we want it to be here. Okay, so there you have it also. Control Option D to deselect. Right click on the black, select pixels, inverse, create a new layer, select green, and then depending on where you want your shadow to be, you click on it. Let's say I want the shadow to be here. Okay, Control D to deselect. You do same, you right click on the green, select pixel, inverse, select and then inverse, create a new layer, click on the red. This is the supposed red. Again, these colors don't really match the names here, but then I would advise that in your case you take your time to select the colors appropriately. So depending on where you want the shadow to be, let's say the green is on top of this red, so I want the shadow to be here. Okay, now right click on the red, Control D to deselect. Right click on the red, select pixel, click on select inverse, create a new layer. Now this is the red and it's on top of the green. So select the green and then you apply your brush. Control Option D to deselect, and then there you have it. If you look at it, aside the fact that the blue or these circles are intersecting, it is as though the blue is on top of the supposed yellow, the supposed yellow is on top of the supposed black, the supposed green is on top of the supposed red, and then the supposed red is also on top of the supposed green. Likewise, the supposed black is also on top of the supposed green. So that will be all for this lesson. Please, I would advise that you take your time to do this thing properly at home. Please don't forget to like, comment, and then subscribe to our channel for more lessons. See you next time.